Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for being with us here today. We are really excited to be on the stage. We are going to explain our AI democratization strategy, how we are doing, and which impact are we obtaining nowadays with this strategy at Moeve. Let me first introduce ourselves. He's Alex Romero. He holds a degree in statistics and a master's degree in artificial intelligence. And with deep knowledge of AI and deep experience of AI, he is now conducting our AI strategy at the company. He is our Knime expert at Moeve. I'm Loreto Albiñana. I'm industrial engineer, and I'm now leading the Gen AI Center of Excellence at Moeve. I'm also co-leading this generative AI strategy, and that's why I'm here today. We both belong to the digital department, where we conduct and we serve projects to the whole company, from the EMP to the petrol stations that perhaps some of you know. Statistics show that AI are not confined to the technical teams or the technical departments. It's expanding into marketing departments, management, productions, HR, and that's why we are also developing this strategy at the company. We truly believe that we have to train our people in order to obtain or to make smarter and greater data-driven decisions at the company. Let me give you a little context about our company. We are Moeve. We are an international company with more than 11,000 employees all over the world. We have more than 90 years of history because we are the former CEPSA, the Spanish petroleum company. We are committed to sustainable energy and mobility. With our positive motion strategy, we aim to be a driving force in Europe's energy transition, accelerating decarbonization for both our customers and ourselves. And for the digital department, this positive motion strategy translates into our green digital strategy, where we employ technology in order to accelerate our business units to achieve Moeve's strategic objectives. Our green digital strategy, it is possible because we started our cloud journey some years ago, in 2018, when we first built our first data lakes. And we launched our first data products. Then we developed some AI use cases where we demonstrate the value of this technology. The next milestones are related to the data strategy. Then we launched some data-driven policies. We focus on the data democratization strategy through tools such as Power BI, Grafana, or Dremio. And to close this milestone, we created the DMO, the Data Management Office, and the data governance procedures. After that, the following years have been all about AI, AI products, AI projects, and this AI strategy. Having a clear data strategy and a high-skilled team has been essential for us to reach this maturity, this digital maturity at the company. But everything is not as smooth as it seems. We started with our AI democratization strategy 4 years ago, and we failed. The main points were, firstly, that we use an AI democratization tool, which was really complex. And we didn't give the final users the right context to use it. Secondly, we didn't give them truly access to data correctly. We tried to go for it alone. And as you have seen before, Moeve is really big. And the last and the most important point is that we expected from our final users, from our employees, that they have to be truly data scientists. Thanks God, we have learned from all these failures, and we started our second wave. Firstly, we decided to partner with ClearPeaks, and they support us not only with the tool, with Knime, but also Alex trains and guides our final users in order to develop their AI projects. Then we bet for Knime, for both its free version and its licensed business hub. And the main point is that we create in our company a new role, the citizen data scientist. What makes a really citizen data scientist? Is someone who works for a business unit. He has, or they have, deep knowledge about business processes. And at the same time, we train them with analytical thinking, artificial intelligence, and advanced analytics. And they can combine both kinds of knowledge, the technical one from analytics, AI, and so on, and also the business processes. So they can develop use cases, real use cases, in their daily life. So these citizen data scientists are really important for us because they are the bridge between the tech team or the tech department and also the business units. So they make AI accessible and practical for everyone.
Okay, so now that you know how specific our citizen data science profile is, the next question is, okay, how do we find them, right? So I'm going to show you the 3 pillars of our AI democratization. Okay, those are the foundation of our research methodology, finding this citizen data scientist, and also the base, the foundation of everything that we do. So the first pillar is about data science and Knime as a tool. We don't expect our citizen data science to grow overnight or to learn just based on online courses. So we train them. So we have developed programs in data science and Knime so that we train our colleagues, our citizen data science, with the right amount of skills that we think they should have so they can adapt better to our AI tool. As an AI tool, we choose Knime. Why? Because one, it's open source, and then because of this concept of visual programming and the interface. So we think that with Knime, we can hack this hard learning curve that data science has when you start from scratch, right? Then we have the mentorship. We learn that trainings are not enough, and that mentor a citizen data science for the first project, again, is not enough, okay? So we offer full support to our citizen data scientists from the first to the last use case that they want to develop, okay? So they can always reach us for working sessions, they can reach us for doubts, questions, implementations, okay? And last, we have advice and best practices, okay? AI is changing really fast nowadays, so having access to someone that is an expert on machine learning, on AI, is up to date with Knime updates such as K or KAI. So it really helps, and we think that our citizen data science are up to date with everything. Okay, so with these 3 pillars, trainings and the tool, mentorship and advice are, again, as I said, the foundation of our AI democratization initiative. So now, let's see how we select the business units, and the citizen data scientist. As you might imagine right now, with the trainings, with the mentorship, we cannot handle masses of citizen data scientists at the same time, right? And it doesn't even make sense for us, because we have learned that not everyone needs AI on their daily work, and not everyone wants to develop their own AI use cases. So we conduct the research first by business unit. So we look for business units, team departments that have some level of digital maturity. That means that they already know what a database is, that they can build their own dashboards, access storage. And also, we assess the impact of AI on their daily work. Once we have a business unit, we start looking for citizen data scientists. Okay, so we conduct knowledge surveys, we conduct some interviews, so we assess which employees are interested on the initiative, and also we assess the potential of the candidates to start developing use cases, and how those use cases can impact the team. So as you can see, our methodology is not random, it's not forced, it's really targeted, okay, for specific people that can benefit the most from developing AI use cases. So now we have the business unit, we have the citizen data scientist. How can we work with them? So we do it in two phases. The first phase is the trainings, okay, that are conducted by the data science steward. This is my role. So we train them in Knime, in data science, and how to apply data science with Knime. This training takes around 2-3 months, okay, and it finishes when the citizens data science define in which use case they are going to start working on. So once this is defined, we move into the development and deployment phase, where the citizen data science start working as such. And they fuse their new role as citizen data scientists with their actual daily work. Here, the mentorship appears. We conduct weeklies with them in a pseudo-agile way, where we review the work done so far. If they have questions, we're always open to have new sessions over the week. So we ensure that our citizen data scientists learn and grow at their own pace, okay, always guided by a senior data scientist. So once the developments are finished, we move into the deployment phase, okay, in Knime Business App, and we deploy our workflows like as data apps, as services, or whatever is needed, and then we allow the consumption of the models, for example, or the data apps to the citizen data scientists or the team with, again, data apps, Power BI dashboards, or if needed, AWS services. Okay, so I will just give you a little bit more detail into the deployment part. So in Knime Business App, we have a team for each business unit, and with the Knime Business App size that we have right now, we cannot give to every citizen data scientist a license. So we centralize the licenses by one license per business unit, and we've had to create a new role, a new position that we call it the AI democratization owner for each business unit. In Spanish, it's called Budia, as you can see there. And this new role also, citizen data scientist, centralizes the upload of the workflows to the Knime Business App and also the deployment part of it. So when a citizen finishes the development, he prepares the workflow, the documentation, sends it to this AI democratization owner, and he is the one that, or she is the one that's going to upload it and make the deployment as it's needed, either data app, service, or whatever. So as you've seen, I've mentioned a couple of roles and position. I just want to go through there like really quick. The first position that we've had to create is the data science steward, in charge of the mentorship, preparing the content for the citizen data scientist, and also leading the initiative. We have this AI democratization owner per business unit that centralizes the deployment of the business unit use cases and also takes care of the citizens. And last, the citizen data scientists that are the main characters of of our initiative. So now that you have the full picture of the initiative, let's talk a little bit about numbers and see the real impact of the initiative. We've set ambitious but realistic goals for this year. Last year, it was the pilot of the initiative, and this year we aim to have at least, by the end of 2025, at least 30 citizen data scientists fully trained and develop AI solutions for their teams. And also we aim to double the amount of citizen data scientists that we have by the end of Q2. Also, we have citizen data scientist teams in 2 business units, being one of them the main driver of the company, that is our energy parks. And also we have another team on HR. And we are already in talks with new business units that we know that they can benefit a lot from being part of the initiative. We have deployed 7 use cases end-to-end, and they are running on Knime Business Hub. One of them so successful that was deployed by the data science team through digital standards and so on. Just take into account that our citizen data scientists can only spend like 10–15% of their time just working on the use cases. Okay, and also we have other 10 use cases either under development or in the roadmap of the citizens. And maybe now the most important KPI is that we have estimated that on average we are saving 70K euros in the development of the use cases. So it's a total of $500,000, more or less, thanks to the initiative. And this comes because by training citizen data scientists, we are reducing the dependency on the data science team and everything that is around it, so data engineering teams, data visualization teams, and all the infrastructure associated to developing use cases through a data science team. So beyond financial savings, we are creating this innovation concept around the company where the citizens are building AI solutions that they are providing immediate and real impact to their teams. So with these 5 KPIs, we've shown that our AI democratization is not just a concept. Okay, it's a shift in how we work, in how we innovate, and also in how we optimize processes across all the company. And as last year, it was just a pilot, the best part of it is that really we're just getting started on it. So back to you.
Okay. Before closing our presentation, we would like to present also 2 initiatives that we have surrounding the AI democratization strategy. The first one is our internal university, which is called Digital Experience, where we train our employees in different disciplines such as AI, data visualization, change management, agile, just to name but a few. And we have reached 2,000 employees since we started this initiative, so we can give them like a big picture about digitalization, and it's everything hands-on training. The second one is the Digital Communities of Practice, which is a digital safe space where our employees can share their doubts, can share their use cases in order to inspire other business units or other citizen data scientists. And there they can share their knowledge, they can share also topics related to digitalization. And what we would like to obtain here is like a community where they can talk to each other. And to close our presentation, we would like to give you 3 highlights. First, you have to look for your citizen data scientists at your companies, the ones that have a big knowledge about the business processes, and also the ones, the knowledge about analytical skills, analytical thinking, or artificial intelligence. The second highlight is that it was really important for us to adequate the velocity of our company, which is an industrial company, with the velocity of the business units. You have seen in the previous slide the KPIs. Perhaps it's not big enough for you, but for us, as you have seen in the financial one, it's really important. The last one is we did it once. We tried our AI strategy once. We failed, and thanks to the partnership, not only with ClearPeaks, but with other partners in the ecosystem, like Knime or AWS and so on, as our motto said, together, this future has a future. Thank you very much.
I very much appreciate your honesty that you said the first attempt failed, because I am absolutely sure that you're not the only one in this room. I'm sure others had similar experiences. We're all here to learn. So very, very insightful presentation. Thanks a lot. Let's look at the questions. Ah, there's one from Philip. Philip, do you need a mic? Somebody here with a mic? Cedric is coming. Up here in the front.
Thank you. First of all, great presentation. Thanks for sharing that with us. I found it very interesting how you structured your user base with the citizen developers and the business unit, admin, let's call them like this. I wonder if you run into some kind of maintenance problems in something like the developers sending them workflows and say, oh, please upload my workflow. Oh, please update my workflow. So, because if only one can deploy, you could eventually run into the situation sooner or later that this person is only maintaining workflows and does not do any strategic work anymore. So, first of all, do you have that problem? And if so, how have you solved it?
I don't think we have that problem yet, but we have managed to build some guidelines on how the process should be. So you cannot send the workflow to this owner for them to do the deployment. No, it comes with maybe a session where you can explain what are the changes, with a whole set of documentation that are a must for you to give the workflow to the owner for the deployment, because he or she need to understand what's the workflow about, right? So it's a process of building as much information as possible for the owner, and make him or her a part of the process, right? It's not just I send it to you and then you upload it. It's just engaging with it or with him or with her about making the deployment.
I see a hand up there.
So one question from my side, you said that it's a citizen data scientist, so they have a regular function as well, like maybe in finance. So is there a share that they use for this function? So a percentage that is defined to be the citizen scientist, or is it 50-50? Just interested if they keep working in their current role, or if it's transformed into a full data science role.
So what we have explained is that they try to combine both kind of knowledge, so the functional one and the technical one. Our key value is that they do in their daily life. So we don't want to train them like a normal course and then they forget about this kind of knowledge. So one of our key or red flags is that they have to implement in their daily life. So we have to talk to their managers in order to say, okay, if you want to have different results, if you want to have savings in your department and so on, you have to give your employee time to dedicate to this strategy, to this project. So yeah, so you have mentioned like they have decreased like a 10 to 15%.
Yeah, more or less.
Of their daily life in order to develop this kind of AI projects.
And then if I may, one short other question. Did you have different levels of AI knowledge? So like basic knowledge and then citizen scientist and then data scientist? So like 3 levels of AI knowledge?
So in the whole company, yes. We have business analysts, sorry. We have citizen data scientists and truly data scientists, which are the ones that work for the tech department, for the digital department. In terms of the difference between citizen data scientists and business analysts, it depends on them. So if they would like to go a step further and to learn more about models and so on, we train them to become citizen data scientists. But we are aware that not everyone has to be either a citizen data scientist or a data scientist. And that was one of the big mistakes that we made in the first wave.
Do I see any further hands up? Ah, yeah, back there.
Great presentation, by the way. I saw you have Knime implemented across 2 departments, human resources and
energy parks.
And then the process that you showed, you said you identify the business units. I'm curious to know how these business units are identified. Do they come to you with a business problem, or is it more of a management decision?
It's a mix of both. So as the data science team knows more or less the data maturity or the digital maturity of most of the teams and the business units, based on what we know about their data and about their processes, we can approach them and say, okay, we think you are fit to be part of the initiative. And sometimes just with the small talks, you saw that they're asking you for some kind of solution, and maybe it's, hey, maybe that solution, it's not to be built by the data science team. Maybe you can build it yourself being part of this initiative, right? So it's kind of a mix.
For us, it's also very important to have like data maturity. So there are different levels of digital maturity across the whole company. So we decided to go first for the more maturity and then try to scale in the other ones. Yeah. So we are like working in 2 velocities at the same time. So the data access and the AI development.
And one more question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you manage users who are using AP locally on their machines? Like, do you also work with them or hear to their ideas?
I don't know if I get the question. Can you repeat the question?
So, do you have users who just use the Knime analytics platform locally or not users on the business hub? How do you manage those users? Do you help them also, or? Right
now, all the citizens data science develop on the Knime analytics platform. So we have sessions with them, we have weeklies with them, and we check what's the work that they're doing right now. Knime is open to the whole company, so if they get Knime analytics platform, we can check that they've downloaded, but we cannot check what they're working on.
Okay,
for
so
sure.
If they have some ideas, they will come to the admin, and then they deploy the workflows. The data scientist.
So if they are citizen data scientists, yeah, they will have some ideas. We will share them, and we will define the use cases. And if they are not citizen data scientists, we don't have them in our radar. So we will miss them. But I hope they are able to come to us so we can work together.